welcome to the final stream of the Saturday portion of the Storytellers Hearth Weekend Relay October 2024 event. Welcome, friends. Today I'm joined by two lovely co-hosts, Jen and Kitty Ann. If you would like to introduce yourself, you may, although not required.
Don't matter. Do you want us to?
Not required.
Sure, why not? Hi, I'm Jen. I'm a Canadian content creator and fantasy author. I guess regular author now because I got a novella coming out in November that's regular. It's not fantasy, but we got my two cozy books out in the world. We got A Second Story and A Little Luck, and then Merry and Bright, the Sapphic Cozy Christmas novellas coming out November 7th. That is who I am.
I gotta get on that. Cozy Sapphic, anything.
Yes.
And I'm Katie Ann. Also, my pen name is Katie Chandler. I have a sports romance that comes out with Simon & Schuster in June of 2025, June 10th, to be exact. It is Backhand Compliments. It is a soulmate AU tennis romance book, and I'm not going to be working on that tonight because my edits are with my editor. Saying that's weird to me, but it's fine.
Hey, let's go.
It still feels weird to promote it. So if it sounds interesting to you at all, there should be Parade links down below, or you can add it to your Goodreads so you don't forget if you if you can't or don't want to pre-order it at the moment. So yeah, that's me.
The link is in the description.
It's the only link I needed. I'm like, my YouTube channel, who needs that?
Yeah, and I'm Grayson. I'm your host for this 10 p.m. stream. I have a channel, yes, obviously, because I'm streaming on it. I do YouTube, I do writing vlogs sometimes, but I'm most often writing queer things and live streaming just whenever it suits my fancy. Currently, I've been doing like 7 nights of streaming Project Fae until I finish it. And like this is, I think, gonna be the stream when I finish it. Maybe.
Oh my God!
That's so exciting. Let's make it happen.
Oh, we're gonna do it. Should we stream until you finish?
Well, it is the last stream.
Yeah, we could go the whole way. I mean, I know.
But yes, I mostly stream. I have a newsletter. I've been working on the September/October issue off and on. Should be out around the time when the month turns its new leaf. But you can find my newsletter in the description. And let me go ahead and say hi to all of our friends. Hello, Heather. Hydrate. Everyone hydrate. If you don't have a Prego jar, any old mason jar will work. Stanley's, Owala's, we are water vessel agnostic here.
I love using a mason jar that was previously a jar of pasta sauce as my iced coffee vessel. Nice. Yeah. Mine is like, I have 3 in my cupboard that are the Classico ones, so they don't have like Classico written on them. They have something else written on them, but they're fun and they're my favorite. They're the best iced coffee vessels around. It's great.
I like the Classico jars because they're not as like they're more like straight up. Yeah. I know way too much jar knowledge.
It's good.
Hi, Essie. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Jessica. Excellent. We're rooting for you. Hi, Sasha. Hi, Wendy. Well, you zoned right back in just in time to get some work done. Seems like Lisa is also zoning back in. Lisa, how Project Fae is going? I'm in the middle of chapter 31. About to steamroll into chapter 32, which is the final chapter.
Yeah.
You're so close. Oh my God, I don't even have like my little fun like things that I pop up on screen because it's not my channel. My immediate thought was like, we're gonna get a John approves, and I'm like, I can't give you one yet.
You know what? When's the next accountability. I'll put it on the sheet and then you can give it to me.
This Wednesday, yeah, the 30th.
Oh, it's next Wednesday?
Yeah.
Slay.
I know. Ooh.
Thank you. Hi, Jen.
Hey.
Yes, I'm gonna try, Lisa. I'm gonna try. I'm so like fired up about this. I was writing a little bit in the previous stream and also half watching the Eras tour. So I did get some work done, but I was kind of also watching the Eras tour.
That's valid.
As you should.
Michael Gamer. Oh, you've almost done 10 hours of work, Lisa. That's a good chunk of work.
That's
a
so
lot
much
of
work.
work.
What a day.
A lot.
10 hours? Let's go.
Big slay.
Hi, Luna. You've been working for a while, but you committed lost track. That's, I mean, what
Happens.
even is time?
Time is
Not
a
exactly.
soup. Yep.
Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie took a break from streams for a car show and building a bookshelf, but now you're
Let's
here to
go. We love bookshelves.
Yep.
Lovely Saturday. Oh, I don't know what part of me really wants to look at the shape of this jar, but
Yeah. The only one that I have in my head is like the little advent calendar ones. And I'm like, do you just take shots of coffee? Because that'd be iconic. But I assume Mama has like nice big ones. So
maybe they're espresso
maybe
shots.
I would be surprised with Sasha.
Yeah, Lisa, I know what I like. Hello, Morgan. Woo, woo, late night crew.
Let's go.
I guess it is like, what time is it in Europe right now? Like
4 a.m.
In Britain, it would be around
3.
3.
Let me see. I have Stieg's weather on my phone.
2 a.m. in London, UK right now. It's 2 a.m. in
They'd
London.
definitely be awake if they wanted to be.
Yeah. Stieg could definitely be awake at 3 a.m. Come on. Oof, it is 36.8 degrees in where Stieg is at. Oh, that's a little cold.
Yikes.
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Okay.
If it was Celsius, damn. Global
would
warming
be-
got Norway hard.
It's just hard boiling, you know?
Yeah.
Just going for it.
I can't believe it's been 8 minutes of talking already. Not that I have a problem with that, but I feel like we've been live for maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just
Time is
casually
soup,
here.
as said. Time does not exist.
I told you guys, like a vortex. Or
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know, like a void. We're in like a void right now.
In the ether.
So what is everyone working on tonight? How have we done so far? What are we looking forward to completing in this final stream of Saturday? What are we working on?
Oh no. Oh no, you can't be yawning yet.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not, Jen.
I am a night owl. I don't know what's happening. I was
You need a
reading
tiny shot
all
of
day.
espresso.
Yeah, I was reading all day. So I am working on my third cozy book, which is called A Favored Fae. So that is what I will be working on today. I have 49,577 words currently, so we're going to break 50K. And we're just going to keep going.
Anything exciting like in the book you're gonna get to today?
I'm at a part where first draft me stopped being a little coherent. So it's now I'm trying to figure out what I need to do and like what actually is coming next. Because I know like the gist of it, I have the plot, I have everything, but like there's a few scenes that I need to figure out what I need to do with it. So fun things. Fun things.
Miss Katie.
What have I been doing? I was working on a secret proposal thing for my agent that they don't know is coming to their inbox on Monday yet, but I was working on it anyway. And I finished that got some feedback, and so I'm going to be working on, those are for two different books in two different series. So I'm going to be trying to figure out and flesh out maybe a little bit of write little blurbs similar to how I did with the first two projects for the other books in the series, just in case my agent is like, what else you got in this series? Because you say it's 4 books, but like, what else is there? So I'm just going to do that casually. I already have some thoughts brain dumped down, so I'm going to be just trying to put them into actual readable chunks. And I figured I'd do that on this stream because I need moral support mentally, because blurbs are my least favorite part of writing ever. Why do I have to distill a 100,000 word book into 4 paragraphs?
Yeah. God, synopsises and blurbs are just the worst.
Worst. So I was like, oh, I'll just do this during the stream, because then, you know, I'll be forced to have done work at some, you know, or else I get, you know, people can shame me or, you know, spray me with a pose if I'm like, hey, I didn't do any work, you know, spritz bottle. No, bad Katie.
I got one.
Hey!
Perfect.
We're ready to go.
Yeah. So that's my plan for this evening.
Oh, and I'm gonna be, you know, just maybe casually finishing my first draft, just live on main. Project Faye is a book I've been working on since March of 2023. So a real long time, and I'm ready to be done with it. This baby is, oh my god, I didn't even realize I crossed another 1,000 today. Well, it's at 117,215 words.
Chunky.
Nice.
I
love it.
I think it's definitely gonna finish under 120,000. And also the word count's a little inflated because the outline is also in this draft, but it's a chonker. And so basically I have like a chapter and a half left to write before the book is complete. I know exactly what the ending is. I know how I'm gonna get there. I just have to, you know, take what's in here and then, you know, just type the end and it's done.
Yeah, just casually, you know, not like it's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so satisfying. I haven't written a book that's over 100,000 words in a couple of years now, and that is so not me because I'm such an overwriter. But this book is going to be, and it's gonna be so exciting. I'm so excited for it. Not excited for how much it's gonna cost me to edit it, but it's gonna be nice and juicy. It's gonna be so nice.
Yes. Give me the thick books. Everyone's like, oh, the books are too long. And I'm like, no, they're not long enough. I want to know it all.
Give me everything. Give me all the things.
Chunky book.
Yes.
This is the longest thing I've ever written. Seaside, its longest draft was maybe 95, but it landed at 79. Project Popstar has not even finished the first draft yet, so I don't know how long that was going to be. But Project Faye is like a real, like, this is like the day that it crossed 100K, I was like, oh my god.
It's such a cool feeling.
We're in 6 digits now, and we're not going back.
Yep.
We're not going around.
That's about it.
Yep.
I have my son.
Oh, a baby.
Crow boy, do you want to sit in my lap?
Crow boy.
He says, I want to know what you are doing.
He's like, I wanna be on live. Come on.
If people are doing bingo boards, I think if you need to cross off animal on screen or something. I don't know if that's one of them still.
Yeah.
There he is. The void boy himself. Oh.
He thinks there's a bug up there, but there's not anything up there.
Get the bug, buddy. You got it. Oh, there you go.
Oh, now he's gonna take a nap. He's gonna take a nap.
He's like, I'm here to watch over to make sure you get your book finished.
Yeah, you better work.
The manager has arrived.
The manager is here. He's enough yapping.
Yes, I'll just check in with the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and hop into our first 25-minute sprint. I'm planning on taking us through 125, 145, and 125. Depending on how we're feeling, those numbers might change. It might do more sprints. We'll see how we're feeling. Also, asterisk, what would you like me to do if I hit the end in the middle of a sprint?
What would feel right to you? Do you want to
I
celebrate right when you
mean,
finish?
I don't want to stop everyone because that would be rude. What am
But
I?
it's
Just like
momentous
sneakily
moment.
write something and
I'll
hold
type
it
in
up.
the chat.
Just be like, I finished.
Be like,
The end.
Yeah, or just like unmute and very softly be like, guys, I finished it.
It's done.
I don't want
Okay.
to scare you.
Good plan. Lisa will be continuing to create characters. Oh, I think you said you had 25 and you're almost done. Is that right? I think that's what I last heard. Jessica's gonna order a copy of A Thing, and then gonna try to get more work done. Very good. Amanda took a 5-hour break. No big deal. We got tons more hours to go.
Yeah.
That's a productive break right there.
Yeah. On my break, I went and voted today. It was
Hey.
Ooh. Slay.
slay. And yes, it just a rough draft. It does not need to be perfect, Amanda. That's the right mindset.
I need that mindset up here. I need to be focusing on that.
It's a trash draft. That's what I call my first
Trash
draft.
draft. I
Trash
like
drafts. Yeah, a lot of people call them zero drafts. Just like first draft, trash draft.
Do you say it like that guy on Blue's Clues does, where he's like backpack, backpack?
I should. Trash draft, trash draft.
Stephanie will be working on rewrites and edits halfway through your novella. And hope to get through the next novella by tomorrow night. Well, we wish you all the best.
Wow.
And yes, Lisa has 4 characters left to create and then a bunch of admin things to do. Linda's drafting a new book.
What's it about?
What's it about? Spill the tea. Shasha is working on draft 2 of Project Chris. It's a contemporary YA, tightening up prose and hunting down filter words. Filter words are hard, man, but sometimes you need them just to get the story out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're just not gonna think about it. We're just not gonna think about it. Oh, hello, maybe Lavin. You know, I love this username. I don't think I've encountered your presence before, but I'm lucky to have you here on stream. You're plugging out a little chaos project that might be coming into existence because Dead Boy Detectives got canceled.
Rip.
Exciting.
You just channel being an overwriter and just keep going. Or epic fantasy, that'll do it for you.
Yeah. Yep. Just, write a bunch of nonsense in the halfway through, and you added a couple more plot lines that definitely don't need to be there, and there you go, 100K. That's how I do it.
I don't know how Brandon Sanderson does it with his 500,000 word counts, but we can get to the 100K. So we're 1/5 of the way to Brandon Sanderson level.
Just write until your midpoint, realize you've effed up, keep going anyway, and make the book like a third longer than you intended in the first place.
Or write like 5 books with dual POV in each of those books in one singular book. So it's 5 books in a trench coat, and then there you go.
Set it by a lake.
5 books
So
in a
that's
trench coat.
vital. That is vital to getting it to over 100,000 words. Must be by a lake.
Oh, you have a lot of Lisa's a lot of character work going on.
Ooh, wow, lovely.
You can swear here, that's fine. That's the goal. Oh, I luckily for everyone watching already have the timer pulled up. However, you might be exposed to a Sephora ad. Yep,
okay.
There she is.
She's a professional streamer. Sponsored by Sephora.
Hey.
We're going to have our first 25-minute sprint. I do have a little question for you guys if you want to answer it, if you need something to do during the next sprint. Is it project check-in? How's it going? How are you feeling? Where's your energy level? How hype are you to get some writing done tonight?
I'm hyped. I haven't worked on it in
Yeah.
a couple days, so I need to get back into it.
I'm excited.
Excellent. Well, I will go ahead and start this writing sprint. Reminder that I'm using a bird song at the end of my sprint timer. So if you hear birds, you're not dreaming. That's just, it's time to come back into reality. The sprint just means the sprint is over.
Yeah.
And we're starting that sprint in 3, 2, 1. Happy writing. All right. That was the end of our first sprint. 25 minutes.
That went really quickly.
I don't know. Like, I felt like time was really distorting for me because I definitely felt like I wrote for 40 minutes, but it was only 25. And by that I mean like I feel like I got a lot done, and like as if I had 40 minutes to write, but it was
Let's go.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right.
Just scare.
How awful this is. This is so bad.
I like have to like reposition myself. I feel like I'm off screen. Like
it makes me want to like turtle into myself a little. Ooh.
How did we do?
I got 697 words down today added to the draft. And I broke 50K. Let's go.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice.
And I pulled up all of my little things, my Canva thing with all my mood boards, put up my Pinterest, had that over on the side, and then wrote, I think, 50 words, which is not a lot, but in blurb terms, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Planning in blurb and admin. Yes.
25 words.
Hey.
Still words. Still words.
That's like a whole 10% completed.
Yeah. That's a lot for, it being very difficult. So.
Did you say this blurb was for one of your proposals?
Yeah, so I finished the 2 blurbs that I was doing because I have 2 different story series that I'm pitching, and so I'm just writing these as like the next books in the series, theoretically, of like, here's what I got in case she asks and is like, hey, what are these other books that you mentioned in your proposal? So it's very informal, luckily, so nothing is happening. I'm just like trying to make something happen. So
the best way that I can do blurbs, like I've never really written a synopsis for a book, like for a proposal or for like a query or anything, but I do like back of book blurbs.
Right.
And for that, I just word vomit in the most like plain speech I can, just to like get the frame down of like what happens in the book. And then I go back and make it pretty. So plain speech.
That's what I struggle with. I'm like, I just want it to sound so nice. I want it to sound good and enticing, and like you want to read it, and it's like you can't just
brilliant out of one sentence, you know?
No, sadly,
this is evidenced by that.
If someone could teach me how to do that, I would be very grateful.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No. So yeah.
When I wrote my query package for Seaside, I hated the synopsis.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I had a short one and I had a long one, and it was like pulling teeth both times.
I avoided writing a synopsis when I went on query for my middle grade a number of years ago, and I just queried agents who didn't want a synopsis.
Yep, I've definitely done that.
No, and nothing came of it, but I gotta get over that and actually do a synopsis.
I understand their purpose. They're like making sure that you actually know that your story has a structure. Yeah. I'm just like, can't you just trust me?
Just trust me. Just read it. You're gonna love it. It's fine.
Just read it. It's fine. Luckily, this is not synopsis work because I literally don't know what the ending is besides happily ever after.
Hey.
So I'm just like, here's the fun part. Here's what they learn. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
How was your work, Grayson?
How close are you?
Well, my goodness. Okay, my word count is now at 118,000.
Incredible.
Yes.
So the words be wording, I think I got like something crazy, like 700 words during that sprint. Crazy talk.
I love it. That's one best thing about, that's not English. That's one good thing. My words aren't working out of my mouth today. They're working out of my fingers, not of my mouth. One good thing about working at the end of a draft is you just want it to be done. So the words are like, yes, and like pouring out of you.
They're just like,
I love it.
They're truly something is taking me over, and just like,
it's like, no more streams. You must finish now.
Like, I feel like the muse is ascending through me and just
oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, so I like finished chapter 31,
One chapter
and I wrote the
left.
first sentence of chapter 32.
Amazing.
Could you tell us what the
Oh.
first sentence of 32 is, or is it too
Sure,
spoilery?
sure, I'll tell you. I gotta scroll back down to it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this opening for this chapter, but it's Myra dismounted her piebald mare at the forest edge.
Ooh.
Let's go.
We've got to change of location.
Let's go specific details.
Let's go. We love piebald mares. My mom had one when she was growing up. It was her favorite baby. There you go.
I don't even know really what they are, but I was reading a Robin Hobb book today, and it says like the piebald mares in it, and like I'm gonna use that.
Piebald mare.
Thank you.
And they're multicolored.
Yeah, they're the spotty guys. Let's see.
Cute.
Will you let me? Here we go.
I had no
These
idea
guys.
you could present.
I can.
Oh my gosh, they're so
These
cute.
boys. These babies.
Oh.
They're also known as like American paint horses. They're so pretty.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I'm going to a steeplechase in November. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Like, just get out.
I was like,
The gas.
I was trying to remember Jen's streak.
What did I
I'm
do?
so sorry.
It's like, oh, whoa, okay. See you later.
I'm sorry.
Just skirt.
Yoink.
Never mind. You've been voted out. What are we talking? Yeah, I'm going to a steeplechase in November.
Fun.
And I see our lovely friends have answered the hype question. Lisa feels meh right now. Like, is excited for the story, but haven't found the full plot yet. Ah, yes. That will take some time.
That's my favorite part about stories, though, is like brainstorming and building it. I love that part of it. And then I love the editing part of it because I'm a big editor brain. So I'm like, give me all the nitty gritty fun stuff, the creativity, and then the editing to make it pretty.
Laura is excited to finish your Flash. Yes, I heard you were working on something particularly gruesome.
Yeah. Is it the the flaying Flash?
I think it's like The Anatomist is like the story she's working on, unless she finished that earlier today. Yes. Oh, and Jimmy's here. Hello.
Jimmy's from one of my Discord channels. They were popped into the chat on the Discord channel. We're like, anyone here to sprint? I'm like, well, I'm already sprinting, babe. Come join. So they came to join.
Amanda flipped some scenes and it just works. Huh. Love
I
that.
love when that happens.
Essie feels like it's going okay. You like where the fanfic is heading. You're hoping to be further along at this point. Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
That?
Yeah. Shannon is working on, I think your name is Shannon. That's right?
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. Is working on a short story, maybe novella that you dreamed about last week.
Ooh.
You guys ever dreamed about a book and then just wrote that? Like, did
I've
you get
tried.
the itch?
I've tried, but my dreams also go a little weird by the end of it. And I'm like, I start thinking about it in the light of day, and I'm like, that doesn't make any narrative sense.
I have a lot. I did a lot when I was younger. I had a dream once about a girl who got struck by lightning and was like given magical powers because she was undead, something like that. And I wrote it down in a journal, and I tried to write it when I was about like 16 or 17 and got about 3,000 words and then abandoned it as a 16-year-old is wont to do at that age. But I haven't written anything from a dream recently. Last night I had a terrifying dream that I was in a haunted house kind of thing. But had so this is how you know dreams are stupid. And like the scare actors could like grab you and you had to like kill them. Like it was really weird. It must have been like VR or something anyway. So you had to like murder the scare actors before they could murder you, basically. So like literally being in a haunted house chased by random people, like demons, but they were people under the costumes. Really weird. And the real scary thing was about 5 minutes before I went into this haunted house, weirdly with Wallace, is that Holo Taco was closing, and that was the real horror scary. So I woke up and literally had to Google to make sure Holo Taco, a nail polish brand, was still active. That's stupid. Why I break you out with that? I don't know.
I love that. I mean, the scare actors being able to grab you is a thing at some of the scare places now. Like that, you literally have to like be aware that they will grab you, they will pull you places, and they will like they will just like that is part of their job now. And I'm like, no, thank you.
This is no touching thing. You can scare me from over there.
I won't even be there, but like, no, don't do that.
No, thank you.
It sounds like a lot of liability. Like there's gonna be some extra forms to sign.
Yeah.
There definitely has to be. And also my brain immediately was like, oh, that would be a perfect spot for like someone who wants to be a murderer.
Right.
To be a murderer. Because
you could just grab someone, drag them into the darkness.
Yeah, like that shit's scary.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
I can't even imagine what it's like to do that job. Hazelnut is trying to finish the Atlas 6. Has anyone here read that? I've heard mixed things about this book.
I have too. I own it. I own actually the original self-published version.
Oh, nice.
Somewhere.
I read it, and then the next day I was like, what actually what? And it just went right out of my brain. It's not good. It just right out of my brain. So.
I've heard that it's mostly vibes. Mostly Dark Academia vibes, not really plot.
Yeah. I have an issue with magic systems not having rules. When there's no limits. And I'm like, there's got to be a limit. There's got to be something that you can't do with magic. Otherwise, everything can be just fixed really easy.
It's more fun when there's limits because then the plot happens because if you go past that limit,
you push at the boundaries. Happen. Exactly.
And then bad thing happens. So that's like 90% of the fun of magic is breaking it.
Yes, exactly.
And it also forces you to like be a smarter writer because now you have to figure it out instead of using your Deus Ex Machina card.
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
I hate that for me, having to figure it out, but
yeah.
You feel so much smarter when you do figure it out. You're like, aha, I've got it. I figured you out. I did it. Now I just got to write it.
Yeah.
But you did figure it out. You feel good.
Oh, sorry, Jimmy. Yes, I do use it. The bird sound at the end. Sorry to anyone else who was startled.
I love the bird sound.
We got 130 words. Heather showered. Oh, great. I'm glad you got a shower. I'm glad. I do not care for writing a synopsis. I would rather eat green. Wait, hold on. Maybe you said this normally, but I'm reading this as like
as a Dr. Seuss book. Yeah.
As like the way you would say it. Like, I do not like green eggs and ham.
I do not care for writing a synopsis. I would rather eat green eggs and ham. I don't know.
How can I make that rhyme? What rhyme does synopsis of breakfast food? Is a hard thing to rhyme with. Give me 2 minutes and I'll come out.
I do not care for writing a synopsis. I would rather eat green eggs and haggis. That's the only word that came up to my brain because is and is.
No, I do not want a synopsis to write. I would rather be, I don't know, blank something at night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're trying to turn it into Dr. Seuss.
Well, there are 25 people watching, so probably at least
Somebody can figure
one
it
of you
out.
could come up with a good rhyme.
Ew, I'm not a rhymer.
Jessica is having a great time. Oh, I'm loving the sass from your characters. Well, maybe Lavender's got to figure out the eldritch horror that's cursed. Cursed? Your female main character and their accompanying mark. Very spooky. Very on theme for October. Heather is working on a Sapphic myth reimagining, releasing this year. Ooh, which myth?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Amanda had a dream about vampires at a carnival. Lost Boys. You're making that for a later novel.
Ooh,
That sounds cool.
Sounds really good. Cirque du Freak vibes, kind of.
Mm-hmm. And vampires are in right now. They're in. So
I love vampires.
That's great news.
Except it means there's a recession happening / will continue, because that's like,
Yeah.
I saw a video of like the correlation between vampire fiction becoming hyped and a recession is like eerily happens a lot.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
When
actually
people have money,
reading
they like vampires.
Bride by Allie Hazelwood right now.
Ooh.
I'm liking it.
There you go.
Werewolves.
It's a
Mhm.
vampire werewolf story. I'm not very far though, so I don't really know what happens in it yet, but I'm liking it.
His character. that's where those comments were coming from. We were talking about his characters being murderers. Aragon passes out. Yeah, I like what Christopher Paolini did with his magic, because Aragon just kept learning and growing to be able to use the magic more to his abilities. But anyways.
Fun fact. I have 2 copies of Aragon on my shelf here. One of these is in English that I probably took from a library and never returned in elementary school. And then the second one down here is in German that I got for 75 cents because no one wants German Aragon except for me.
Come on, Germans.
Speaking of Aragon, I just picked up this special edition of Murtag.
Oh my god,
at
it's
the
stunning.
store.
Gorgeous.
We love it.
The sprayed edges.
Stencil
God.
sprayed edges.
Oh my god.
I covet.
And
So
the end
beautiful.
pages.
Oh my god.
It's very light for such a chunky book. But
I'm gonna come
wow.
off as a fake fan, but what is that book?
Murtag?
Yes.
This is the sequel that came out recently. It's like Christopher Paolini is going back to the Aragon world now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So this is his like standalone bridge book between the Aragon series. This follows Murtag, which is spoilers.
I've read the first 4. I've read the first 4.
It's Aragon's brother, right? Half brother.
Half brother, right?
Half brother. I don't want to spoil it because that's like a big thing in the book. But it follows him like after, right? After the events of Inheritance. So it follows him. And apparently it's like a less adventurous one. But then Christopher Paolini's doing something else in the Aragon world now. I don't know if he's going to do like another full series. I don't know if he's going to do like adult books. I am so excited though. So anyways.
I feel like I need to reread the Aragon series. And then I also have The Fork, the Witch, and the Worm, which is the tales, short stories in the Allegasia world. And then I also need to read Murtag. But I think I read Inheritance in like when I was like 12 or 13, and I'm 25 now, so that's over 10 years. And I'm like, I surely do not remember enough about the series to read the next book.
Yeah, I read them all properly this year. Like I read Aragon and Eldest a number of years ago for the first time, but I never continued with Brissinger and Inheritance. So I did that this year. and I fell so in love with it. And like the end of Inheritance broke my entire soul. And it inspired a little cozy book in my brain that I will hopefully work on in a couple years. So to like ameliorate the heartbreak at the end. So I'm just like, I'm gonna fix it with my own stuff. But I'm excited to go to Martag. I have not yet read Martag.
Ameliorate is a great word.
It is.
Grayson, are you wearing a dragon shirt right now?
I am.
Let's go.
How perfectly timed. Look at that. Dragons everywhere.
Dragons are my favorite.
I was on theme.
Me too.
I got my babies here.
Oh my god, wait. Oh my god, they're so cute. What are their names?
This one is Locke. Hemlock. Oh. He's actually a wormling from my story from A Favored Fae. Hemlock.
Oh my god.
So and then there's this one who currently does not actually have a name that I can remember. So if we want to name him or her
Saphira.
or them, Saphira. That works. Saphira! Locke and Saphira. Babies.
They're so cute.
My babies.
They're adorable.
Oh. They exist right up here.
What?
I'm sorry, Amanda. Hello? Because didn't Christopher Paolini's like parents originally publish the books because he was like 17 or younger when he wrote them?
His first book, I think for sure Aragon was self-published. I'm not sure about Eldest, but they were picked up by Knopf back in the day, which has now become Knopf Doubleday. But then like when he wrote, it was supposed to be just a trilogy originally. It was supposed to be just the 3 up to Brissinger. And then when he wrote Brissinger, he was like, actually, no. And then he wrote another 800-page book afterwards. But yeah, he was like 15 when Aragon came out.
Yeah.
He was a teenager, so that's wild.
I have so much love for that series.
Yeah.
This is a little off topic, but I remember like, and this might not even be in this book. It might be in a completely different book that I read at the same time, but like the point in the book when, I'm not going to spoil anything, but when he's getting like the marks on his arm, the lines, that being like the most metal part of the entire series, I remember that very vividly. I was reading it when I was supposed to be paying attention in science class, but I was not.
I think you might be confusing that with the moment that Naswada is doing
Someone's
a ceremony.
Getting marks.
She's cutting herself fully.
She's the trial of knives.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's going up against somebody else.
Metal.
And then she there's like a full-on torture thing with her too. Like she gets captured and tortured during the 4th book? ?
By Martag.
Yeah.
They
are
painful.
Such an angsty ship. And yet you can trace every bit of angst that I've written in my life back to that specific torture scene because it is.
Oh, it hurts. Because it hurts so much.
He didn't want to. The Trial of Knives.
What a bitch.
Trial of Knives lives rent free because she was
absolutely
so badass. She is so badass. I love her so much.
Oh, this is cute. Oh wait, so it was like a tour house, or like, no, not a tour. You just happened to go in because your dad was just casually.
You're not allowed to go past their pantry.
It's so weird.
Oh my god. Did they live in like Montana, or is he from like Montana?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. You can probably Google it. Let me see. Where's Christopher Paolini?
I've also heard he was like extremely Mormon, so maybe that's why.
What?
Oh,
did not know this.
I could be wrong.
I know Brando Sando is for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like, it makes sense, though, because you can just see all of his teenage angst written into the way he writes Aragon and Arya, so.
Oh, yeah.
Paradise Valley, someone just said. Montana.
Okay. Oh,
I grew up about 2 hours away in Billings. There you go.
I
invested in the pantry story. We're all invested.
I'm curious.
Nightly reminder that it is 11:11. If you would like to wish on 11s, now's your time, girly pop. Now's your time.
It's 10:11 here, so apologies. for anyone.
You can still do it in spirit.
In solidarity. In 12:11, remember.
Hey.
At 12:11 our time, it'll be like, hey, 11 again.
I wish. Okay. I can't tell you
tell
what
us
the
the wish, or else it will not come true.
Yeah,
That's true. That's very true.
you can probably guess what my wish is. Oh, you're in Pacific time? That must be nice.
Yeah.
More interesting stuff about Christopher.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Oh, it was for like a
And like an article, I think.
An article.
It's part of some kind of doomsday religious something. Yeah, that honestly tracks.
Basically Mormonism.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think he was Mormon.
Well, friends, how do we feel about seconds?
I was about to say we've been here for an hour and 12 minutes and we did one sprint, so let's get to it. I love the chats though. I love the chats.
I'm having an excellent time.
Yes.
Yes, let me go ahead and add this to the stage. I'm going to be first getting up and getting some water, and then
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna
hydrate, everybody.
Try my darndest to maybe finish the chapter. Can I do it? 45 minutes a tall order, but
You got it.
I might be cutting corners. Who knows?
Yeah.
Katie, I wish you luck in writing this cursed blurb.
I believe in you.
Do it.
And
just word vomit at yourself, and then you can fix it.
Yeah.
Try channel me. Word vomit.
It's only gonna exist, girly. Then you can edit it.
Yeah.
Just has to be there.
All right. I have put a question in the banner if anyone would like to answer that during the sprint. But let us go ahead and get started. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. I'm not gonna let that go on for very long, but that was the end of our second sprint.
That was the cutest little in the background. 10 out of 10.
It's over there. She might come back over here because she loves attention.
Aw.
I have exciting news.
Did you finish?
Yeah.
Yes! Oh, I see it in your little thing now. Yes!
Yes! Oh my god, congratulations!
The last chapter might only be 1,300 words when it should be about double, but
It's okay.
I wrote the final line I had in my head for the past month. So
Let's
Oh,
go.
yes.
and it's a banger, y'all. I can't say what it is, but
And right before midnight. Oh my god. Absolutely amazing.
Go.
the total word count is also, I can't believe I wrote 1,300 words in that sprint. That was a lot. I don't know. I told you I've been channeling today.
Let's
but
go.
The total word count is 119,376.
Woo!
That's a good
Oh,
word
on to that.
count.
How do you feel? What are the vibes? How are you doing?
It feels very unfinished, but I knew as I was leading up to it, I was like, this is it. This is the end. I'm like, yep. Here's the oh, and by the way, it's such a mic drop as well. Like the very last 500 words, what you thought was going on is not what was going on. And
Ooh, we love it.
things are totally turned on their head. And at the very end, someone says something to my main character that just it seems to propel the ending beyond where it actually ends on the page. So it's
That's
Going
exciting.
to get a sequel too?
It might be a duology if I have energy for it, but
I mean, after writing an ending like that, you kind of have to.
Yeah. The muses are invoking you or telling you to write more.
No, not for now.
Yeah.
Well,
Take a breath. Take a break.
The end.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, it's such a good feeling.
Thank you guys so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Truly, I would have been dragging my feet for another week on this, but I did it.
This is why we love write-a-thons.
Make you do stuff.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so excited. It's definitely getting the newsletter.
Yes. Oh my god, exciting.
Samantha changed into PJs to go off your makeup, got your kids settled in, you're ready to work. But you don't have to do dishes. That is okay. That's all right. Man, I feel great.
Woo! As you should. You deserve to feel amazing.
Heck yeah.
It was hard as fuck to write a book.
Yeah. It's not really hit me yet that it's the end, but
yeah,
it'll probably hit me maybe tomorrow or when I'm actually writing my newsletter and talking about it. But
it's always a fun time.
Right now, mostly what I feel like is I gotta really use the bathroom.
Go ahead.
So does one of y'all, can y'all click the comments? Is that possible?
No. But we can just talk about the comments, I guess. Yeah. Or we can just talk about our own writing for a bit while you go pee.
Yeah. I need 90 to 120 seconds.
You got it.
We can do that. We can nail it. We got it. You deserve it. Go piss, girl.
Go piss, girl. How was your... I love that meme has permeated everything at this point.
Oh, yeah. That is a meme I quote on the daily.
So good.
So
I love it.
How was
your writing? Oh, look at that.
Look at us
doing
our jobs.
Look at us doing our jobs. I've now written 2,429 words this stream. So I wrote
incredible.
1,780 last stream.
That's amazing.
This is what happens when I actually, or last sprint, not last stream. This is what happens when I actually like lock in and start fast drafting something, because this is that was an entirely brand new scene that I needed to add in, and I was like, oh, what if this happens?
Vomit.
Yeah.
On stage.
Yeah.
Are they even words? Who knows?
Truly. How was yours?
Mine was good. I wrote one of the little blurbs for. I've now done over half of them because there's 4 books. So I wrote total of 836 words. Are they good words? No, but they fucking exist.
They're words.
So
you can't edit what doesn't exist.
Exactly. And I'm just like, and then this happened. And wouldn't it be fun if also this? So just a bunch of nonsense.
I love it.
We did it.
Heck yeah. That was very fast.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We nailed it. Right in time. Perfect.
I love all these emojis, but I'm realizing I don't have much to comment on them because they are
fun
emojis, but I love looking at them. Don't know what this one is meant to be. I wonder if there's a smiley face that StreamYard is not picking up.
Oh, let me look on the YouTubes.
Yeah, pull up YouTube. Let's see.
It's like a blushing face, blushing smiley.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Come on, StreamYard, get with the program.
I like the confused guy.
Like, wait, so it's demon, blushing, and then bomb.
Interesting.
Huh.
I'm guessing a romantasy.
Yeah.
Like a heist with like a romance heist. I don't know.
Interesting.
Hazelnut's still working through Atlas 6. Jimmy hit their word count of the day by 4 words. Congratulations.
Nice.
Let's go.
SE reached 10K in their document. Read some more of Darkfire by CJ Samson.
Incredible.
See, it can be a duology, Project Faye, but I don't have energy for Project Faye Part 2. Wait, hello!
It's wrong because it's my show now. It's all about me.
Like the desk tremors every time he jumps on it.
Yep.
It can be a duology. The door is 15 to 30% open for a sequel, but it's mostly resolved by the time.
That's exciting though.
Yeah.
Because if you leave the ending as you do, where it kind of changes things, people will probably expect a duology in that second book. And then you can do something entirely different because most of the things have been wrapped up, so you can do a new story. That is kind of tied, right?
And also the very last page of, to be not spoilery, the very last page of Project Faye is in a completely different situation. Now you got to deal with this now.
Yeah, so that's a perfect setup for a second.
It's already the setup's already set up.
Yeah. Your brain is already 50 pages ahead of you.
Yeah.
It's but what if?
Hello, Lady Neo. Yeah, that's right, Una. This is my real life friend.
Oh, let's go. I wish I had a confetti popper.
Yeah, I want
or some champagne or something.
Your jaw approved.
You'll get your real one. I will give you your real one.
Yes, Wendy, I did.
Yes.
Did you end right at the end of the sprint, or was it sitting during the sprint?
I finished 50 seconds remaining.
Oh, perfect. That's even better.
Yeah. Couldn't have plotted it better if you tried.
Could not have. Exactly.
Narratively perfect.
Yeah, it was delicious. It was. Gosh, I almost said something really cringy. I'm not gonna say
it. Say it. We can be cringy.
It's really umptious, okay?
It's fucking exquisite. Just like they just said in the chat. Exquisite.
Chef's kiss. Or a baker's kiss, like 13 of them. I didn't count, so I don't know how many that is.
Gosh, I don't know what to do with my life now.
Yeah, what's the plan for? Are you just gonna crash? Are you like, when are you gonna come back to edit it, or what are your plans now that you have finished?
Project Play needs a rest. In between drafts, I'm gonna be doing all the world building that I really needed for the first draft I didn't do.
Relatable.
And then I will be like, you're probably reading it and just working on draft 2 from there. I have a feeling I won't be starting draft 2 until next year, but we'll see.
Yeah, give yourself some space. It's always best to go look at a project with fresh eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say like at least a month if you can make. If you can do a month, do a month. Yeah. At least a week. Just give yourself some space.
In the meantime, I am thinking about, perhaps with your permission, Katie Ann, sappifying Project Faye. Nope, sappifying Seaside.
Make it sapphic. Make it sapphic.
Oh, yes. You do not need my permission, but granted, regardless.
Talk about this real quick, though, because, like, your book and my book both have main characters, very similar names. I don't know if you remember this.
Yes.
But Seaside, and I think this is just from, like, simultaneous creation, but, like, the main characters' names are Luca and Julian. You have, remind me.
Luca and, well, now Juliet, but used to be Julius.
So we were very close.
Like, literally, and I think we wrote the books literally separately in tandem. Like,
yeah.
I heard about you and you talk about your book, and I had already written my book and you had already written yours.
Yeah.
And we were like, I'm like, damn, we picked the same names.
Like,
I think
that's happened to me a couple times. Yeah. With a second story, one of my main characters' name is Finian. And I was talking to another author at the time, like leading up to my release, and she was like doing her release. It was actually the author of Lore of the Wilds, so it was before she got picked up traditionally. But she was also like, "Oh my god, you have a Finn as a main guy too?" And I was like, "Yes, let's go with these Finns." And I had the main character of this one, of A Favored Fae. Her name was originally Marigold, but I've changed it because the Honey Witch, which came out recently, that main character's name is Marigold, and she's a little cottage witch. And I was like, well, shit, I can't name my cottage witch Marigold. I gotta change her name. So now her name is different. But like, the world works in funky ways.
Yeah.
I love that.
I also realized if I am going to be sappifying, which I love that verb, by the way, but if I am going to be sappifying Seaside, I can't make it Luca and Julia. Luckily, I've already come up with some new names, so I'm just thinking about it, girl. I'm not going to do it. I'm just thinking about it.
I'm just thinking about it.
You should do it.
I'm going to do it.
It was an intense time. Which actually is so funny that you're saying that, because I literally last year during November is when I sappified Back into Compliments. I literally 18 days rewrote every single fucking letter in that book.
maybe the music's trying to tell me something.
Maybe our journeys are symbiotically interconnected. That's not symbiotically is not the correct word.
I mean, like, I am a year younger than you. What if my timeline is just like a year behind?
I think that's what the universe is saying.
Someone tarot us right now.
Someone pull a card. Quick.
Shannon also has a Marigold. Oh, it's an Irish trilogy.
I have Mary's name is now Merowyn or Merowyn.
Oh, I like that.
That's pretty.
I was using the nickname Meri for Marigold, and that's not how you spell Marigold. It's Mary, right? And I was like, well, I have to find a name that fits for Mary like that. And then Merowyn popped up, and I was like, boo, that's mine. Yoink.
I love that. I feel like that's a very unique name, but I like the way it visually looks. I feel like it's really good.
Yes, Meriwen, Merowyn.
Ooh,
And it works because she's Fae, so she's also a little funky, a little different. So
Wendy was gonna name someone Knox, and then read 2 in a row when it got You're like, no, that's out.
No, yeah, that's a name that'll do it.
I did think about Julie. Oh my goodness. In the room.
Pay attention to me. Smack.
Okay, she has a milk cap. It's her favorite toy.
Oh. Better.
I have considered Juliana, but I'm very particular about the way syllables match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the names. Hello, sir, ma'am.
Children, please. During the sprint. Wait till the sprint.
Their names are going to be Luna and Joe.
Oh my god, I love that.
I really like that. Keeping the first letters. I like that.
That's so good. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute.
Thank you. Also, if you want to read it, if you want to be I need help. I have no idea how to Sappify something because it was a Killian.
Yeah.
And it needs to, I don't know. We should talk about it.
Yeah, I would love to. There's not, honestly, I feel like there's not a lot of content out there about people talking about like completely gender bending something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an experience to do, but then I did it and I was like, oh, this is correct. This is how it was meant to be. Like, you know, I think mine might be slightly easier because I know yours is YA and mine is decidedly not YA. There is quite a bit of spice in mine. So I think that at times was like both terrifying and helpful to.
Interesting. Like, why do you think that made it easier?
I think because I literally had to write all the sex scenes from scratch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say you have to rip those out. Yeah.
Because I kept some of the language surrounding the way that they talk about like how much they love each other and stuff, and like all of that. The soulmate connection thing obviously is the same regardless of what your gender is. Like. And love is the same as regardless of what your gender is. So like that part was I just plucked the stuff that like did not have to do with the choreography of having sex. And then changed it, the sex scene. And then I rewrote the sex scenes, and then weirdly that helped a lot with figuring out and making them slot into place of like, oh yeah, these are definitely women. So I think I know yours is YA. Yours is YA, right? Am I correct?
Yes, that's true.
So maybe trying to brainstorm.
It might actually be easier if you don't have any of the intimate moments, because then you can basically just change the pronouns. But I will say, one of the hardest things about writing a same-sex couple is the fucking pronouns. Because you're just like, she did this, and then she did this, and you're like, wait, who the fuck is talking right now? It is so difficult to keep them straight. And it's bananas, but it's fun, and you can do it.
My book is Seaside is told from third person dual POV. So I do have a little bit of help there with like the main character being filtering stuff. But, Thank you, Jessica. I am still honestly not believing I just did that, but I did.
I know, Lisa. As I said it, I was like, oh.
It's like, oh, that's ironic. That's funny.
Honestly, maybe like this special sauce that Seaside is missing is just
making
it makes sense if they're boys. But I won't know. I won't know until I actually try.
Yeah, that's very true. It's actually easier to do that than to like rip it apart and change it from like third person to first person or something.
Oh God, I'm not.
I've done that before.
Or past to present, or present to past. Oof, I could not do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Yeah. I've done it. It's bad.
I think I found as because I've literally had to rewrite obviously every single word in the book because I couldn't just change pronouns because there's still men in the book. And I found as I rewrote every single word that I understood the characters better because I was literally like blitz speeding through drafting essentially the book again, and I didn't have to work. Obviously, I had everything already there, so I felt like I understood them on a deeper level, and it was interesting some of the things that I came across that I was like, oh, it doesn't seem to make sense for this character, and it never made sense for that character. So like you may understand the characters more, and that might help deepen certain aspects of the book. I know that helped with me, that I might not have gotten had I've been just reading it as a reader. You know, even if you are editing, it's harder to like catch those things because I know for me at least I like glaze over a little bit, and I have to like specifically try to focus. But you know, rewriting, the tactile act of rewriting every word was really helpful for understanding those. So that might also help if you do sapphify it, or when you sapphify it, it may help with other underlying issues if there are any, and help resolve those, which I think will make the book stronger, because that made my book stronger overall.
Yeah, because I feel like there are some parts of my book that like the parents kind of treat, I guess like the parents like kind of like are quite restrictive on their children, like in the way that I guess like parents really aren't on boys, but they can be on girls in the first place. So I feel like it already makes sense anyway. So
yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, Samantha says it's about balancing. Oh, this is about the knowing who's talking.
Yeah. Even doing that, it's you can get into the weeds of it, and you're like, wait, what? Because it could make sense to you, but then the reader is like, who?
Who are we talking about?
What?
Who said this?
Yeah. I guess I just hope the reader would understand that there's two women in a scene, and they're just be like, well, there's just going to be a lot of Sarah.
Yeah. A lot of she's going around. A lot of she's.
Yeah.
She, her.
Amanda asked if you would recommend doing a fast rewrite even if you aren't changing pronouns.
I would, actually. That's one of my bigger pieces of advice if you're really struggling with a story. Is just retype, even just certain parts of it. I don't even necessarily know if you have to do every single part of your draft or every single word of your draft, but if there's like specifically a scene that you're struggling with, redoing it. And a professor of mine in college, so I got a creative writing degree, and one of our lessons, one of our first lessons was to take one of our favorite books, open up to a chapter, and retype that chapter, every single word exactly as it says on the page. And it was really helpful personally for me because I saw how my favorite authors constructed a scene and constructed the words and the sentences, and I could literally feel myself thinking about changing certain things. And I think the principle still applies as well if you're your own writing, of like as you rewrite, because you already have that foundation baseline there, you're not thinking, oh, what is this character going to say? What are they looking like? Do I have to add a dialogue tag here, or a narrative movement, or are they like moving? Are they thinking? Like, what are they doing? Like, you already have all of that done. So by just typing out every single word, you'll find the places where naturally it feels a little bit sticky or weird that you might not have if you were just reading over it. So I do recommend it. It's a lot of work. It's intense. It's a big ask, and I don't know if I would recommend it for everybody, but if you are super struggling with something and you're like, I don't understand, I don't know why it's not working, or like if you are on query or on submission and you're like, nothing is biting, and you're like, why isn't, and you've looked at it a million times, trying just to rewrite it with the document open side by side might be helpful. So I think I would definitely recommend it, even if you don't change a single thing. It might just help you understand something else. So you're writing out a character talking and you're like, they really wouldn't say this. What would they say? And things like that, like little things, like the smallest underlying current of things you can help smooth them out, even if you're not changing anything specifically. It'll help you understand better. So
yeah, that's kind of how I did. I've edited like that before, fully. Like that's how I've done a second draft or a third draft where I'm pulling from previous scenes, pulling it over. I will draft like that. And And then I pulled that from my university experience when I was getting my English degree. I would always write my essays by hand first and then type it up. And as I'm typing it, I'm already editing it from page to screen. So it's like it's getting smoothed out. The sentences are being fixed. And it is it's not necessarily a faster way, but it's a good like big picture when you're just zooming through it. Right. Which I know like when you're editing and when you're in it and you're like looking at one sentence and you're like, well, this could be different things. It's so insular. So it's good to kind of pull back a little bit and go at it as like a big lens rather than teeny tiny. So
yeah. I agree, especially because it takes so long to edit and like your book is so huge that by forcing yourself to like speed through is like you can actually experience it at such a fast pace especially if you've written a book for like 6 months and you're like, God, I don't remember what anyone is doing. I don't remember.
It's kind of like what they say, like when you're going in to do a new edit, it's like printing it off and reading it all the way through top to bottom like a reader would instead of going back to the beginning and starting the process and working on it for another like months, years even. So it's a good way to do like a big all at once kind of a picture.
I want to also just like remark like how proud I am at the viewership of the stream. Like we've actually gone up between like from when we started. We were at like 24 and now we're at like 30.
Hey, best.
Remember to hit the like button, y'all. And subscribe. Subscribe.
I'm just surprised. I thought we would have gone to bed by now, but no one said goodnight.
Anya, I think, just said good morning. So
good morning. So hi.
Where are you in the world? Australia?
Oh, I think 2 people left. They went to bed.
Oh.
They're like, you're not getting our news anymore.
She called me out. It's time for sleep.
It's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll leave.
Bye.
Oh no, lurkers, come back. We love you.
Are we gonna do another one?
You guys want to do another sprint? I don't know why, but I'm not tired at all.
It's
Germany. Let's go.
The vibes.
Oh, sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Good morning, Germany.
Good morning, Germany.
Hello, Anja. Schön, sich zu kennenzulernen. Oh my goodness.
Guten Morgen. That's all I can remember. I took German for like 4 years. So bad.
You did take German?
I did. I'm so bad at it. Yeah, I was always kind of slightly mad. Like I understand obviously the merit of learning another language, but no one else, like the math department, the communications, other like random majors in my college did not have to take a language requirement. And yet the English department had to. And I'm like, I am quite literally majoring in a singular language. The language that I can speak.
English.
Because I'm really bad at learning other languages. Like I have tried Duolingo. It just like I'm not good at it. But they made us. So I took German because I was like, why not?
Oh my God. No, we didn't have to do anything like that. We had to do at least 6 credit hours in math and science. So that was it.
We also had that too, which was much to my chagrin because I'm like, no,
thank you.
It's like, not only am I an English major, I am also a gay. Please don't make me do math.
Yes.
Are we feeling like this will be the last sprint of the evening?
Yeah.
Unless
people demand.
At it for 2.5 hours.
People can demand.
Is 25 good for you, Jen? I know.
Oh yeah.
A little sleepy.
The yawning is kicking in just because I've been talking so much. I'm a night owl. Like I usually am up till like 2-3 in the morning. So I don't know what's going on. I'm fine.
We're powering through.
I'm just gonna be reading some essays by Ursula K. Le Guin on writing science fiction and fantasy.
Ooh,
Ooh,
That'll
so
be fun.
studious. I love that.
It's a bit cerebral, but I'm awake for it, so why
yeah.
not?
Slay.
Okay, friends, I hope everyone gets done everything that they'd like to in the last sprint of this stream.
Let's go.
I lost my train of thought there, but 3, 2, 1, happy writing. That's enough of that. Oh my goodness, it is almost 1 a.m. Woo! Page once more.
You made it.
Oh, we did it, y'all. We did it. Anyone would like to share any last progress they got?
I'm sitting at 3,222 words for this entire stream.
That's so many.
Yes. It's incredible.
It's a lot.
You're typing
Brand new
like
scene.
crazy.
Brand new scene. It's just pouring out of me. So
Mhm.
I love when that happens.
It's late night energy.
Yeah.
And I cleaned off my bed so I can just dive right into the covers and do some reading before I go to sleep. And then I wrote 167 words of the final little blurby thing. So
Let's go.
we're going to finish that tomorrow, and I'll have like kind of mostly fleshed out 4 books in a series, which is exciting for me. Yay. Let's hope my agent likes them. She doesn't. Well,
I'm sure they will.
Back to the drawing board.
Hey.
I think they will. So
I read a little bit of, first of all, beautiful cover, gorgeous
Yeah,
book.
cool.
stunning.
I'll bring it forward.
Oh my gosh, the dragon.
That's so cool.
That's
It's
so
like
good.
about like science fiction and fantasy, so it's like, don't we love this imagery?
Yeah,
It's
I thought
perfect.
I thought it was a pen for a second, and I'm like, no, that's a rocket. So it kind of works.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. It's quite high level about like what science fiction does for like the creative mind and humanity and society, and like
Interesting.
it's cool, but it's a lot of thinky, and my brain cannot really handle it right now. And yeah, and then I sent some messages on Discord and put my achievements in the accountability sheet for October. Whoop, whoop.
Can't wait to give you a Jot approves.
Thank you.
It's gonna be so good.
Let's do it. I might be there live, maybe. We shall see if my schedule aligns. And I also brushed my teeth. That's it.
Nice.
Nice. I got ice cream, so I'm gonna go sit on my couch
better.
and probably watch a show or something.
What kind of ice
Awesome.
cream?
Vanilla and cookies and cream.
God tier.
Yeah, my lactose intolerant ass loves ice cream so much, so I had to find a lactose-free one. Thank God Natrel exists. Thank God they exist.
Woo.
I'm sorry. I just read this in my mind. I didn't speak it at all.
You're good.
Heather's been reading a demon summoning. Does this mean male-female romance?
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, the story didn't even register to me.
The straights.
To get dinner with the family. And Heather will later read a book and then feed the family lunch on the sunny Sunday. What times? I don't even know. Don't answer what time zone you're in. It's just going to confuse me at this hour.
They're on the other side of the world.
Far away from here.
You edited and sent your book off. It's great. Madison has also been cooking on this draft. Excellent. You know, it's just the vibes. Jen's writing like crazy. I finished the book. Madison's cooking. Something magical about this hour.
It is. It's the late night hour. It just gets you.
Laura finished playing a video game.
Nice.
Let's go.
Lisa ordered pizza, which is good for the body.
As you
She
should.
just said, never mind, I did not order pizza. So I
Oh,
don't
you
know what
didn't
that
order-
means. Lisa, what happened to
Wait,
the pizza?
What do you do?
The pizza. Lisa, the pizza.
What happened? What happened to the pizza?
Did your pizza place like cancel the order because it's late? That's rude of them if they did that.
I want to know.
That truly would be so sad.
Oh, devastating.
Lady Neo wrote 3.5 pages. Very good. Lady Neo, to my knowledge, handwrites.
Oh, wow. That's incredible.
Wait, the pizza with
They canceled it immediately.
it. Oh,
What did they call me? Like, no, bestie. No, that's so sad.
The betrayal.
Oh, that's rude.
My god. That's terrible. I'm so sorry, Lisa.
I'm so
Like,
sorry.
no, bestie.
F's in chat for Lisa. F's chat.
So sad.
F for no freaking pizza. Sam, you can go to bed. You can go to bed now.
Oh
We're
my
almost
goodness.
done. We're gonna be done in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Jessica got 264 words. Great news for you, Jessica. There's even more sprints tomorrow. Apparently in 4 hours if you want to hop on.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
He's total of 11 and a half hours. That's a whole freaking lot. That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I edited 2 chapters. Huzzah!
Ooh.
Huzzah.
Huzzah to that.
I see lots of F's in chat. You just want to
Just
Domino's.
Domino's.
Oh, Domino's. That is so. They did you so dirty because the
I bet
Domino's
you
that's
they're
in my
open
college
again in
town-
like 2 hours or something.
Oh yeah, our Domino's. I swear to God, is 24/7 because I once ordered a pizza at like 3 a.m. and they did in fact bring it to me. So
Yeah.
they're lying to you, Lisa, which is crazy.
Move along, sir.
He says, but it's my time to shine.
You're like, Mom, why aren't you in bed? You're normally in bed 2 hours ago.
Like, what are you doing?
Mom, why?
I'm tired.
Shannon's almost done with this next chapter. That's amazing. Wendy suggests Little Caesars is worse pizza, but might be more available.
It's also middle of the night, so like pizza
Yeah.
is pizza.
Yeah. Also inexpensive.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, good. I'm glad you're going to bed soon, Sam. Very good. I will also be going to bed soon.
Jessica, please go to sleep. Please go to sleep. The words will still be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Oh my god, guys, go sleep. Take care of yourself.
This is why we don't do streams through the night anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a great time though.
This has been so fun. I always
This
love
is
doing
an
this kind of
excellent
thing.
stream. This is the most fun I've had on
Okay.
stream in a long time.
And you finished your book. Let's fucking go.
Yes. This was so fun. Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
The late night energy.
I don't know, just something about it. Something
We
about
love it.
what's the anime where they take their hands and they go like this? Like what's that one? Like they make like a triangle. like
Wait, I think I know what you mean.
their powers are combining and they're like this, and then the other person's hand is like that. Like
I know exactly what you mean. I know what you mean. I don't know anime enough. My brain just went the Triforce, and I'm like, that is Zelda. That is not what we're talking about. But I know what you mean. Yeah. There you go.
Dragon Ball
Dragon Ball
Z.
Z.
There you go. Someone would know.
in the chat knew.
I was like, I've watched 3 anime in my whole life, and I'm pretty sure I have not seen that.
Thank you. I don't think so. I think I'm only vaguely culturally aware of Dragon Ball Z, so that's what I meant.
Incredible.
Oh,
You can always rely on
fusion?
somebody.
Ha! That's what they're talking about.
I
Okay.
too am a night owl, but please take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Any other final comments, concerns, questions, lingering thoughts to bring to the table before we say goodnight?
Buy our
Go
books.
subscribe. Yes, go subscribe to all of us. Go buy our books.
You
There
can
you go.
find the newsletter in the description.
Yep.
Yes.
It's a banging newsletter. I've read it many a time.
Oh, thank you, Katie.
I look forward to it every time it pops in my email. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, I'm so proud of everyone and all that we have collectively accomplished today and through this point of the Storyteller Hearth Weekend Relay. As a reminder, there will be a stream, I think, at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
I'm 4
that
hours
sounds
from
very
now.
about right.
soon from now. But please remember to take care of yourself. Productive breaks are still very productive. And if you haven't freaking voted yet, if you're America, get on that and
Please
go
vote.
because you're
Please
not going to
vote.
want to do it on
I
election.
am not American, so vote for me.
Vote for Jen, who cannot vote for Kamala Harris.
I can't.
Yes.
I'm in Canada. It's unfortunate.
It is.
Okay, please call Barbara in HR for any other comments.
Good night, everybody.
everyone.
Or good morning to
Bye.
those of you waking up on the
Yeah.
other
Or
side of
good
the world.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Good time zone.